So I realized I haven't really talked about how we seed. We do direct seeding. So some crops you tend to transplant, start in a greenhouse, and then you transplant out. Others you direct seed. Spinach you can do either way. This time of year for fall, I'm just going to direct seed. So I've got this variety that's sort of called Giant Winter, obviously. Tends to do well over the winter when it gets cold, when it gets frosty, and it's pretty quick to get going. So as the day length shortens, it does okay. This is just the very end of August right now. So I'm using what's called the Earthway Cedar. These are pretty cheap, like $100. Not a lot to them, aluminum, plastic. And a lot of farms use them actually because you can get by with them. They come with all these plates. You can see that it lists the crops that this plate does. And the plates deal with the size of the seed and then the spacing. So the plate just fits on. And then you pour the seed in this. You pour the seed in, and you go. Now, before you go, you set the depth you want to plant, and there's this part in the front that makes a little furrow, and then the seed drops under here. So you can slide this up and down this shaft to create a deeper or shallower furrow. And generally you're planting things 2 to 3 times the depth of the seed. It depends a little bit on your soil and how much the soil is going to get compressed as you irrigate. So how firm you're planting it. If it's really soft, you plant deeper. If it's pretty firm and soil that compacts easily and quickly, you might plant more shallow. So you kind of have to know what's going on with your site. So this doesn't have to be pretty. This is pretty shallow planting. Spinach seeds aren't that big, so I might put it in about 1/2 inch or so, and it'll then press down a little bit. And as you just press, it makes it a little firmer and actually makes it a little more shallow. There's the seeds. I'm just gonna pour it all in. Use them all up. What I'm doing is I've got these rows of carrots that struggled, and I've planted on another video, carrot planting videos. I planted some of the rows again, but other rows I'm just going to go with other crops. So there's sporadic carrots here, but I weeded things out and I raked. So I have these seed beds here, and I'm just going to run the seeder and stop when I get to a carrot, and then run again after another gap in the carrots. Not much to it. You can see the seeds getting picked up and then dropping. Sometimes 2 drop. Sometimes you can watch them drop behind too. So that's where you sort of check to make sure they're going down. Yep. Really nice soil conditions. It's soft, but it's got some moisture, which allows the back wheel to pack it a little bit. Okay, I've just finished the seeding, and the most important thing about it is the preparation. It's kind of like painting, right? You spend most of your time prepping and then you paint. So I prepped with these tools, the TerraTech and the tine rake. And then with that seeder, it took me 5 minutes, but it took me, I don't know, 1/2 an hour to prep. So the row looks good. Hopefully it'll come up.